Welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. To give you a bit of background about me, I am an intuitive tarot reader. I receive messages prior to the reading through downloads, through songs, through signs, through symbols. I take those messages and collate them, and when I feel like I have enough information, I will use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify the message that I am receiving. I am also an illustrator, so I have combined my artistic side and my spiritual side together and created a range of tarot and oracle decks. Tarot decks are here, oracle decks are here. If you are interested in any of those decks, if you feel called to any of them, the links to them can be found in the description box. So the message that I was receiving today was a song, Islands in the Stream. Now that song is by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, but it was a song that was originally written by the Bee Gees. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton performed it back in August 1983. So as I'm going through the messages I'm receiving, there may be signs and synchronicities in dates, names, song names, anything like that. So just please take what resonates. All my readings are timeless. So if you have come across this reading at a later date, please know that you are here for a reason. So as I said, I was getting the song Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Now it was released on an album called Eyes That See in the Dark in August of 1983. It was written by the Bee Gees. Now, when I was researching this song, and there may be something of relevance in there, when it was released, it was part of the album Eyes That See in the Dark, but some parts of it, apparently it was left off the album, but individually released. There were some copyright issues, copyright protection issues in and around that particular song release, which may be of relevance. Now, prior to the reading, as I was doing a pre-shuffle, I do a pre-shuffle to clear the energy from the previous reading. The Fool card, which is Aquarius energy, came out twice in two different decks. So it's Aquarius energy. It's a new beginning, but it is also Uranus, and Uranus is shocking. So things that are unseen, almost like a tower falling, that sort of thing. So we may get the Fool card out again. We may get the Tower card out as well. But just remember, Uranus is also the sign of earthquakes. So like I said, major shake-ups. Now that song was written for Marvin Gaye, but he had passed away, and obviously a dead man can't sing a song. So it was given to Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers to sing, but it was based on the Ernest Hemingway novel of the same name, Islands in the Stream. Now, interestingly, yesterday, the day before, I had been receiving downloads. I got the phrase, the importance of being earnest. So we now have another synchronicity with that name, Ernest. So if this reading you find resonates with you, you may find more messages in that reading. I think the title is Secret Admirer with Hidden Feelings, something like that. But it's three readings back. So that Ernest Hemingway novel was published in 1970. Now it was published posthumously. Is that the word? Posthumously. So he had died. So now we've got two deaths here. We've got Marvin Gaye, who the song was written for, but he had passed away. And now we've got Ernest Hemingway. His wife published that after his death in 1970, and the book was called Islands in the Stream. In the research that I did of the book, because there's messages in everything, the book is it's a portrait of the inner life of a complex and endlessly intriguing man. It explores loneliness, death, grief, violence, alcoholism, boyhood, manhood, and nature. Now, the other thing that I started watching last night, and it has been popping up on Netflix for months now, and I've just been so busy, and I finally got the time to sit down and watch it. I started watching it at, I think it was 11 o'clock last night, and at about 3 this morning my eyes were kind of drooping and I just couldn't watch any more episodes. But this is my final reading today. I am going to go back and watch the remainder of the episodes. It's a show on Netflix called One Day, and it's a story about a guy and a girl who meet, become friends, but actually have secret hidden feelings for each other, but never express them. And as I said, I think I'm up to episode 5 or 6, so I'm not at the end of the story. I don't actually know what happens. The other cards that were flying out of the deck as I was doing the pre-shuffle were Wishes Come True, and I Want to Talk to You But Fear Takes Over. And as I said, in that One Day, the series that I'm watching on Netflix, I'm in the part of the series where they both have feelings for each other, but nobody's really expressed it yet. So I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to see where we go. Just making sure there's nothing else I need to tell you. No, that's it. Okay, let's go. I'm going to get 4 cards across the top. I'm going to get the cards out first. Then I'm going to look into the messages that are coming out of the cards, and then I will use my other tarot decks to clarify. I'll also get divine messages from Spirit, what guidance you need at this time, some angel messages, who is guiding you, who is helping you along the journey, some love messages, and then I'll use my Scrabble tiles. So this is my Lovebirds tarot deck. And we're going to get 4 cards. Judgment. So that is Pluto and Aquarius, which is the current transit that is happening in the skies at the moment. Pluto and Aquarius is in the sign of Aquarius for the next 20 years. It is major revolution, major changes. We've got the lunar eclipse happening next week, at the end of next week, with the South Node in Libra. So the South Node is releasing things in your life in order to move forward. So in this particular tarot deck, this tarot deck is incidentally, it's called the Lovebirds tarot deck. It is two people who fall in love, but there are obstacles in the way of them being together. They finally decide that they want to put their love first, and they meet in the middle of the night on a bridge to run away, to elope together, even though they're being chased by all the people around them who don't want them together. And because they put their love first, God, who is this dragon, turns the pair into a pair of birds, a pair of lovebirds, so that they can fly away to their freedom and be together. But the judgment is that they have to make the decision that they want to be together. So that's the Judgment card, and that is Pluto. And that's too many. Even though it was the 10 of Cups and the 3, 9 of Cups. So we've got wish fulfillment here. Setting the intention, coming forward, like in that movie, these two people, it's a series actually, like in that series, these two people having feelings but nobody's expressing it yet. 9 of Cups, what is your wish fulfillment? So 9 of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter being luck, Jupiter being expansion. Pisces is a water sign, so we've got heightened feelings and emotions. King of Wands. And in this particular tarot deck, if I show you here, he waits on the stairs for her so that they can run away together. Coming forward with that expression of love, expressing how passionate you are for this new beginning with this person, that they are your 9 of Cups wish fulfillment, in order to be able to move the relationship forward. And when I think about that song, Islands in the Stream, and it's plural, islands, Two people, islands in the stream, letting everything wash around you and just being those two islands, these two people, going with the flow. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? These two here, sail away with me to another world and we will rely on each other. These two here, if they're caught, now this is from an adaptation of a set of teacups that was given to me by my grandmother, and it, blue and white china teacups. So it's an ancient love story. So in that story, the assumption is that if they're caught, they'll be put to death. How can we be wrong? Is the line in that song. One more card. The Emperor. Now the Emperor drives the chariot. The Emperor is the card of Aries. The Emperor in this deck, they are all drawn. These two here, this man and this woman who are in love or who have feelings for each other, they're all drawn as people up until the point where God turns them into a pair of birds and they become the Emperor and the Empress. So in this deck, the Emperor and Empress are drawn as birds. So this is the Emperor making that decision to come forward, to be turned into a bird with the woman that he loves, or the person that he loves, take it as it resonates, in order to have freedom. And as I said, the North Node at the moment, the North and South Node, so the North Node is in Aries, the South Node is in Libra. Now, we've got the lunar eclipse, which is happening at I think it's 24th, 25th, depending on where you are, which is happening next week, the end of next week. So we've got Aries and Libra. Aries is the god of war, Libra, the god of peace. So war and peace. This Emperor here, Aries energy, making a stand, not backing down, coming forward and saying, this is what I want. This is my wish fulfillment. I'm standing on the stairs and I'm waiting. Please turn us into a pair of birds so that we can have our freedom. And the Strength card, having the strength to do it. Now that's an 8. 8 is in numerology this year. We are 2024, which adds up to an 8. This year we have the 888 portal, so the 8th of August 2024. And like I said to you, there may be references in that information that I gave you about those songs. So August was the month that song was released. August, let me just check. August 1983. 1983 adds up to 21. 21 is the end of a cycle. That lunar eclipse is the end of a cycle. It is Libra. It is walking away from things that no longer serve you. This dragon here, this dragon is actually the dragon in this card. This dragon is the strength given to you by God, because it's God that transforms these two birds. The strength given to you by God to stand up for what you want. Okay, let's have a look at the Judgment card. Now, as I said, defending. The Seven of Wands is defending your right Defending your right to be with the person that you want to be with. It's Mars in Leo. Now, we've got Leo energy here with the Strength card. Mars, fiery. Mars, the Emperor. Fiery, warlike movement. Standing up for what you want. Saying no more to anybody who's preventing this relationship from coming together. How could we be wrong? Nine of Cups. How could we be wrong if this relationship is the Nine of Cups and it is the Ace of Cups? It is a God-ordained relationship. You can call it kingdom spouse, you can call it twin flame, you can call it divine feminine, divine masculine, because we've already got the divine masculine out here with the Emperor card. And we've got the Strength card, which in this particular deck is God, the dragon, guiding you. You know, even if we get the Hierophant card out, guiding you towards this connection that is meant to be for you. And they say the greatest rewards come with the biggest challenges. You know, what do you have to give up? And that is, and I just did a reading on the South Node lunar eclipse, and it's a rare lunar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Libra. I just did a reading on it, and it was about what you need to walk away from, because the South Node is things that you are releasing, what you need to walk away from in order to have this new beginning. And in the series that I'm watching, she's very, I wouldn't say standoffish with him, but she has feelings for him, but she's quite reserved. She's quite chatty. She's, you know, she's quite, what's the word, lippy. She holds him accountable, but there are many times when there's an opportunity to take things to the next level and she kind of pulls back. And I don't know whether it's out of fear or what it is. He is a bit of a Lothario. He's kind of, and maybe that's why she pulls back, because she's not sure of his true intentions. But as I said, with that lunar eclipse with the South Node in Libra, it's taking yourself out of mindsets, circumstances which are holding you back, releasing them, walking away from them in order to put yourself into the path of what is your north, of what is your north node, of what is your true north, what is your destined path. So let's look at the King of Wands, the Chariot. Wow. Taking you forward. Now the Emperor drives the Chariot, taking you forward to what is your true path. The Chariot is one of the fastest cards in the tarot deck. So once that decision is made, you end up at your destination very, very quickly. And there may be fear behind it. And these two here, as they're running away in the death of the night, they are unaware that this dragon is going to turn them into a pair of birds. It's hidden to them. But they're making the decision to be together. And if they die together, they die together. The importance is that they are together. So the Chariot is Cancer energy. It's hidden because Cancer is the moon. And we've got the moon in that card there too. It's hidden. The outcome is hidden because part of the lesson, part of the spiritual journey that this particular couple is on is that they have to take a leap of faith. And in that line, you know, sail away with me to another world and we will rely on each other, which is what I just said. They don't know the outcome, but they have to rely on their love for each other, irrespective of the outcome. Let's have a look at this Emperor. So I'll die if we get the Empress. Oh, we've got Justice, but that's too many. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy. Jupiter is luck. Jupiter is the jackpot. Jupiter is expansive, expanding this love, new horizons, two birds flying away. If they make the choice, because the wheel can turn forwards, if you learn that karmic lesson, which is what we're in now, 8 being the year of karmic lessons, 8 also being the year of abundance, you can receive that abundance. You can turn that wheel forward if you make the decision to move away from something that isn't serving you anymore. But if you don't, the wheel spins backwards and it's like Groundhog Day. And on the bottom, we've got the King of Pentacles, making a solid decision. Solid in heart, solid in mind, solid in body, making that decision to put love first forward. Now, the other thing that could be is, in this particular scenario, between these two here, he is a worker for her father. So it's a bit vague in terms of, there's varying different depictions of the same story, but she's the daughter of a wealthy landowner, wealthy businessman. I'm not sure what he is, but he could be seen as the King of Pentacles. And the man she loves works for her father and is completely against the two of them being together. They are from different worlds, different classes, different social backgrounds. And so a stop is put to their relationship by this King of Pentacles. A stop with the Four of Pentacles. A complete halt. And the Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. And so what they do is they run away in the middle of the night. So you may be dealing with somebody who is halting this connection. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, Ten of Swords. We've got Ten of Swords and Nine of Swords. Keeping you up at night, Ten of Swords, heavy burdens. So the Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini, and the Ten of Swords is the Sun in Gemini. Defending your right to not be stuck in this karmic cycle anymore. Defending your right to make the decision with that lunar eclipse south node in Libra. Defending your right to move away, to move on, to run away in the middle of the night, to put your love first. Five of Wands. Now, 5 is a card of change. 5 of Wands is Saturn in Leo. So we've already got the Strength card out here. Those battles in your mind. Saturn is your karmic teacher. That karmic lesson, that south node of destiny. Those patterns that as part of your karma are meant to be released at this particular time. Now, I'm pretty sure that Aries and Libra, the north and south node of destiny, changed in October last year. And I'm not sure when they change again, but I know that they are currently, I think it's maybe halfway through the year or the end of the year, they change again to the next two signs. So you may have been having these battles trying to action this change from October last year. Maybe things in your circumstance, in your life, changed from October last year. Now let's have a look at the King of Wands and the Chariot. Now, Two of Swords is the Moon in Libra. So as I said, the South Node is in Libra. What is hidden from you? Now, if you go back, because there are synchronicities between this reading and the one that I did on the lunar eclipse. So what is hidden from you is that all of the things that you have been battling, this Nine of Swords, this Ten of Swords, this Five of Wands here, all of these things that you have been battling, Moon in Libra, are things that you are meant to reflect on or have been reflecting on at this time where the lunar eclipse is in Libra, it's meant to bring up for you. A lunar eclipse brings out things that are hidden. It gives you understanding and reasoning behind why things have been hidden so that you can make a decision with all the right information as to how to move forward, how to gain the strength to come forward, how to get yourself to a point where you're standing on the top of the stairs waiting for the person that you love to come forward, how to move this chariot so that you receive this Eight of Cups. And look, with the Seven of Wands there, which is, a defensive card also. I mean, you may be defending this connection, but you may have been defensive about making these changes, thinking about them, all the ifs and buts of what if I do this, what will happen, what does it mean? I mean, for this guy here, he loses his job because he works for her father. She destroys the relationship with her parent. They, if they're caught, will be killed. Those sorts of things would be keeping you up at night. But if you are in a situation where you are completely, like they both are, controlled, her by her father and he by her father also, completely controlled. It's that way up of, what's the better of two evils? We risk death, but we don't have a life if we stay. And it's hidden. That's hidden. The outcome is hidden. As I said before, they don't know as they run away that God is up in the sky, ready with the Judgment card to bless them with this Wheel of Fortune card, with this beautiful new love story as a pair of birds. Oh, look. This is beautiful. We've got the Ace of Cups again. It's hidden. It's hidden from you, the blessing that you will receive. What's that saying? Take the leap and the net will appear. Well, the net is God. The net is God. Take the leap and the net will appear. Fast forwarding them via this transformation into a pair of birds that gives them this beautiful new beginning. Now that was the Three of Pentacles that popped out. Hangman. Now the Hangman is Neptune energy. Sometimes I think of, Hangman sometimes can be an epiphany, the realization that if you stay, it's bad. If you go, it's potentially bad. So what are you doing? You just got to make a move. Jump and the net will appear. The Hangman can also be the bat in the cave, not really seeing the outcome, it not being illuminated. And so they feel like they're stuck, not knowing whether the other person has feelings. If I make this step forward, will they do the same? If I stand on this step and wait for her, is she going to arrive there as well so that we can run away and be together? Am I going to look like a fool? Now, I had the Fool card out twice. Am I going to look like a fool if I'm stood here waiting all night? What's going to happen? Well, with the Fool card, that is a new beginning. And the Four of Swords on the bottom, which is Jupiter in Libra. And we've already got Jupiter here. So if you make the decision to put yourself out there and to step forward, there will be wish fulfillment. There will be great reward. Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. What do you need to know? Oh, jumping out and jumping back in so fast that I can't see them. The only way out is through. Release. That lunar eclipse, South Node in Libra, release. Walk away from what doesn't serve you anymore. The only way out is through. Divine intervention. Divine intervention is God turning those two people into a pair of birds. You will be protected. You will be guided if you make this decision. Divine intervention can also be that South Node in Libra, that lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse illuminating you to things, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, giving you information that allows you the clarity to move forward. And like I said, divine intervention, you are protected. Should you choose to make this decision to put love first, you are protected. Divine intervention comes when it is a highly spiritual couple. We've got the Emperor here, which means we have the Empress, Kingdom spouse, twin flame, high-level soulmate, divine feminine, divine masculine. This is a divine couple. 2 Ace of Cups here and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and what have you got to do? Walk away. Walk away from what no longer serves you. And perhaps it's walking away from family, friends, and children. Perhaps it's walking towards the opportunity for family, friends, and children with this person. There's something in your life that isn't serving you at the moment. Something that's happening where you need to make some changes. The only way out is through. To me, that is trapped somewhere. And it may be just trapped in your mind, which is, that Nine of Swords here. Trapped, stuck with that hangman there. But there is an exit. Patience and perseverance. So with a lunar eclipse, you get the energy of the lunar eclipse a month beforehand. So it's next week. So, you may have been receiving messages from the end of last month. You do still continue to receive messages for 2 months afterwards. So it's around a 90-day cycle. So be patient and be open to those messages that are being received. Now, do I want to do one more? No, I think that's it. Okay, mastery. Mastering your strength and your courage to walk away from things that don't serve you. And in doing that, the judgment comes from God. You pass the test and you get your reward. You're turned into 2 birds. You get that Wheel of Fortune. You get these 2 cups of love. Now, this is my angel oracle deck. What angel is working? What angel is working with you? Number 3, Citael, protection from harm. So you are protected, which we already got here. You are protected because you are on a spiritual journey. This is part of, with the South Node there, this is part of your karmic cycle, your journey in this lifetime towards this person. 13, friendships. You may have friendships that are helping you on this journey. As I said, in this one day, in the series that I'm currently in the middle of watching, they started off as friends and built that connection. Number 2, Jaleel, love and defense injustice. If there is an injustice that's happened within this karmic cycle, that you are in, that you are walking away from. And God is saying you are protected. Because you've chosen to put love first. And love is the greatest healer. Love is the highest form of everything. You know, if we were, you know, if you look at Aries and Libra, the North Node is in Aries. That is the sign of war. Libra is the sign of peace. You know, war is injustice. Love literally is the greatest healer. You know, imagine a world with no war. How beautiful that would be. And 69, Rochelle, discovery. Discovering nuggets of information that allow you to move forward, to take that step, to stand on top of those stairs and wait for the person that you love so that you can run away and be together. And as I said in that, I keep saying solar eclipse. So this may happen at the solar eclipse, but as I said in that lunar eclipse reading, that information that comes towards you through that lunar eclipse can come in many forms. It can come in tarot readings. It can come in aha moments when you're reading a passage in a book. It can come from the magazine that you're reading at the doctor's surgery. You can be walking past the TV and somebody is watching something on TV and you catch 2 or 3 lines from what's, you know, being said, but nothing else. And there's relevance to it. It can be the sign on the side of a bus that you kind of look up at as you're thinking about something. It can be somebody's number plate on a car that your eyes are drawn to. There are signs and messages everywhere giving you the strength to release what is not working, to walk away. There are signs everywhere. And at the moment, I mean, for me personally, at the moment, the signs are coming in thick and fast. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I go back to, and I've said it before in many readings, listen and silent are spelt with the same letters. Being quiet and listening because you are being given guidance all the time. Number 7, highly spiritual number. Patience, learning, and wisdom. Learning. Being silent, learning, getting the wisdom in the silence. Being patient. We had patience and perseverance here. Being patient. Now, I don't know how to say that one. Achia. Achia. But yeah, number 7 is highly spiritual number. Maybe you've been stuck for 7 years. Maybe you've been, I mean, in that series, they were in love with each other for years and years and years without actually speaking it. Maybe you've been in love with this person for 7 years. And number 56, which is 11, which is, I think of the 1111 portal. You may have been seeing 1111. Fulfillment. Fulfillment, the Wheel of Fortune, all comes when this decision is made to walk away. Okay, now we are going to get some messages. These are my love messages oracle deck. Well, this is my love messages oracle deck, sorry. So, messages from your person. Let's see. Soul awakening. So you both might be going through a soul awakening. I mean, now, get your mind out of the gutter, but we have 69 there, which is mirroring. It's Cancer, which is the Chariot. You may both be going through a soul awakening. You may be mirroring each other. So if you're feeling fearful, then energetically your person is feeling fearful. If you're feeling confident, then your person is feeling confident. So please remember that how you are energetically feeling, if there is And in this particular case, there is a soul connection, a spiritual connection between these two people. How you are feeling is being reflected in the other person. So try and stay neutral. Try and keep out of that energy where you are feeling stuck and lost and lonely and in heartbreak because you are not together. You know, it's your choice whether you see the cup is half full or the cup is half empty, and that will affect the energy of the other person. And we've got wishes come true. And we've already seen that. We got, as I said, 2 lots of the Fool card in the cards that I was receiving before the reading. We got 2 Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor. I did get that Wishes Come True card in the pre-shuffle prior to the reading, and I think I mentioned that. Take the first step. Your guides are saying to take the first step. Take the first step to go and stand, this card here, go and stand on those steps. Profess your love and say, right, I love you. Do you love me? Right, if we do, then let's go. And what happens when that happens? Love begins. This is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I don't want to listen to other people anymore. Potentially people in both of your ears. Illumination, and that is what the full moon, not the full moon, it might be the full moon. Oh no, that's got me stumped. That is what, it may be a full moon. You may be illuminated at the full moon, but I'm thinking that, or you may have been illuminated during a past full moon. The moon is also the divine feminine. But yes, this illumination comes in and around those months in and around this lunar eclipse, which is the end of next week. I'm not sure when the 25th is. Is it maybe? We need more balance. That is Libra. Removing the things from your life that are causing you, being illuminated to the things in your life that are blocking this connection from coming forward. Not listening to other people anymore. Being awoken to the fact that people have an effect on you if you listen to them. And maybe it's you need more balance with the people around you. Maybe it's, yes, I still want to be your friend, or I still want to be, you know, in a relationship with you. And I'm not talking about a romantic relationship, but I'm now putting up boundaries, and this is what you can and can't know about me. Soulmates. This is a soul connection. This is a destined connection, which is why the South Node in Libra is at play in this relationship. You make me feel alive. Imagine these 2 birds flying away in the sky together, free. I'm angry with myself for my past actions. Now that again goes back to that lunar eclipse reading and learning the lesson of, you know, maybe angry that you stayed too long in a situation and didn't come forward, but it was part of the lesson that you had to learn. And as I said, I think I don't know whether I said it in this reading, but in that particular lunar eclipse reading, you get the test first. So when you go to school, you get the lesson first, you get taught first, and then you get the test. Well, in life, you get the test first, and then you get the lesson. So you can't be angry at yourself because, you know, life is learning through life lessons. You have to do the wrong thing in order to realize what is the right and the wrong thing for you. and hidden feelings, which is so about what that love, not love begins, I was going to say love begins, we've already had that. That is so about what that one day is about, hidden feelings. They both had hidden feelings for each other. And they just didn't come forward. They didn't take the first step. It went round and round and round and round in this karmic cycle, which again is the number 8 this year, that end to those karmic lessons. You know, that south node, getting more balance, walking away from the things that are keeping you spinning in this karmic cycle. Okay, finally, we are going to get some letters and some numbers. This may be your first, middle, last initial, or that of your person, or something else that is relevant within your connection. I will read out the letters and the numbers. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's just go with those. Okay, we're going to do an M and a 3. Whenever I see M, I think mother. Is it a mother? Yeah. Well, in that tarot deck, it's her father. But maybe there's a mother involved. A B and a 3, or a brother. A P and a 3, a parent. P3. A C and a 3. A H and a 4. A V and a 4. A Q and a 10. A Z and a 10. A J and an 8. An I and a 1. A K and a 5. An N and a 1. And finally, an R and a 1. So that is everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. If you are interested in any of my tarot and oracle decks, you can find the links to those in the description box. I will link the songs also in the description box. There may be messages in the lyrics or in the music video, if there is one for that song, I'm not quite sure. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a like. You're most welcome to leave a comment and share your story. Thanks again, and I will see you again in another reading.